it's a blessing in disguise. It will make you a better person when you have ego death. Because when you don't have ego, you don't give an F anymore, isn't it? What I'm trying to vlog today is about ego death. And that means I have to share with you how I lost it. The reason why I made this vlog is that I wish somebody told me 17 years ago that, you know, in life sometimes you can take a particular situation too personal.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall.
Hello, good day. I'm here to do a short vlog since I'm just waiting for the traffic to go. Drove my kids to school and I'm trying to decide whether or not I should vlog today. I decided I should put this out there because it's been on my mind since yesterday. When you share something very delicate, I mean when you have to be vulnerable, it's very difficult because sometimes it involves ego, and it's not that I have a big ego. Well, because of my experience, my ego actually diminished. Sometimes there has to be one person in your life who has to be the mirror. Someone who tells you, dude, you need to change. Or, you know, just to be honest with you. If you haven't had that person, I might be the one. First of all, I'm not here to judge as usual, but I will share with you what I have learned through my mistakes. That's the point of this video. I don't have a choice but tell you the biggest ego death of my life. When we say past, that means past people also in our lives, isn't it? It will make you a better person when you have ego death. Because when you don't have ego, it's like you don't give an F anymore, isn't it? So that's one reason why it is good to lose your ego. So this is what happened. When I was in a relationship with this person, that time we had an informal breakup, which means because there was no communication, I just decided we broke up. And by that time, he wanted to talk. I already got over him. I already licked my wounds. And so what he did to get back on me was, I don't know if it was what really happened or it was the reality he wanted me to think, or it was the reality how I perceived it. So that means how I perceive it that time might not be true, but this is how I received the information. He messaged me. He opened up the communication, which means he wanted to talk about, are we still together? Are we not together? And by that time, as I've said, I've already moved on. Not that I have a boyfriend already, but I decided that it's not going to work out. The relationship will not work out anymore. After a few weeks, to make the story short, I didn't really entertain him. He messaged my friend, I think to make me jealous, because he sent a picture to her. And the second time was, a picture was sent to me so that I will think he slept with someone else. This picture that I saw, he was sitting down with a lady, had a little resemblance actually to my features. There was a lady who said to my friend that my ex-boyfriend slept with that girl, and I believed it. And that lady that he allegedly slept with, actually one of the ladies who sell their bodies in the club. So I don't have anything bad to say about those kinds of profession because it's their life, that's their choice. This vlog is not about that. And I was like, okay, that's why I said, wow. And at the time, I had an ego death because was it his way to tell me I was nothing to him? Whatever I have, whatever I am, it doesn't mean anything. It was an ego death because my ego was being attacked. So anyway, it was my fault because why would I get affected? I already chose not to be with him so he can sleep with whoever he wanted. That time I thought, okay, so this person showed me his true colors, and I thought, well, that's why it's an ego death. I wish someone told me that sometimes you can't just make everything personal. That was my fault with past situation where the partner is undergoing personal issues within themselves and it has nothing to do with you. People who feel so much pain inside, they tend to cause pain to other people. This energy of pain needs to go out, and sometimes we ourselves cannot contain that negativity, so it has to come out. Sometimes it's good if you go to the gym and let the negativity get out there. Or when I broke up with this person, I ran a lot. So you have an outlet for your pain. If you don't have an outlet for your pain, you will tend to hurt the closest person around you. Sometimes if you are entering a person's life and they just broke up with somebody else and this person is still trying to mend their broken heart, then it's very hard, because while they're mending their heart, you are around. So that means you will trigger them a lot, especially if the situation triggers their old past wounds. Then they would feel like you're the one who's giving the pain. What I meant was, if those exes gave them so much pain and you're in the way, it's like you're in the middle of the storm, then you're gonna get hurt too. So it's better to give your heart or have a relationship with someone who's already managed their pain, which means they've healed their pain. That's why this is a very hard thing to do, to not take it personal, because it is personal. That's why I'm making this vlog, because no one told me when I was younger. And it's so difficult when you're undergoing something and no one can relate to you, or nobody can tell you, I've been there and this is what I did, something like that. That's why I'm making this vlog for, or maybe my kids or whoever is interested to see my vlogs, because I really wish somebody told me these things. That was my first lesson. And the second lesson was, I had this huge crush with one of our guests, but he looked so good as a middle-aged man. This guy is so loaded and used to drive a Jaguar. This is the second lesson because we became friends. It's so funny because I learned that his girlfriend is a... guess what? So I was thinking, what is it with these ladies? And I was thinking, I had a light bulb moment, guys. Sometimes it's not about who we are or what education we attain. It's about what can you give, what can you offer to the person. The thing about ego is, you think that, for example, me, I thought that me and my ex-boyfriend didn't work out because we don't have the same values. As I realized, my middle-aged crush, the lady can give him what he needed at that time. That's why they're together, and you cannot judge people actually. Some people can just give what you can't give, and it has nothing to do with who you are. And sometimes you might be the perfect person, but what's in front of you, you might not be perfect for that person. And it has nothing to do with what you don't have, what you have. It's just the need of the other person. What are they looking for? And at that moment, I realized, oh my gosh, I need to drop this ego. So that's why it's so hard for me to share this. The good news is, once you have an ego death, guys, it's like you understand more deeply people and relationships. And sometimes you need to have an ego death so that you can change and have another goal with relationships. Or even if you don't wanna, because you've already given up, At least the point is, did you learn anything? That's it. For me, I learned that I might be a doctorate of some kind, whatever academic attainment I will have. If my partner doesn't care what I've attained, or the partner I want doesn't care what I attain, we're not gonna attract each other. So that's the point. You attract partners who can offer you what you need and what they need. That's how it works, so that it will work out. You know what I mean? So sometimes with breakups, it's hard and everything, but you will understand in the end why it didn't work out. It's just because the other person feels there's no benefit. What's the benefit that you're giving me? Nothing. You've given all your money to this lady, but why is it that she left you? Maybe because she doesn't want money anymore. Maybe she wants something else. Maybe attention. Maybe more love. Something that money can't give. Or the other way around. For me, for example, I never liked rich men. Although it would have been nice to marry a rich man so that he can give me whatever I like. But I was never attracted to typical rich man because I didn't want to be a trophy wife. There was one time an engineer wanted to date me, but we all know that engineers are financially stable, but he's got 3 kids from his past relationship and I didn't want that. You know what I mean? Picking a partner depends on what do you need. For me, emotional fulfillment is what I need. If you give me attention, then you can give me my needs. You can give me all the material things in the world. When we don't talk for months and months, then I wouldn't be happy, so I wouldn't choose you. And there are the other way around with women who, it's okay if you don't talk to me for months and months, just give me the material things I want. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have different needs, that's my point. There are people who are men who likes women who are easy. Easy means that they just, give you what you want, maybe material things. So that you don't say anything, you don't argue, you just do what you're told. Those are easy women. Like, we don't need to talk, just give me what I need. Like that. There are also women who likes connection. You need to tell me all your problems so that I can relate to you, you can relate to me. We need to sit down and work on the relationship. That's also a need. So that's my bottom line. We all have different needs. And if we have an ego death, then relationships are easier. That was it for me, how I learned the hard way. That's why I said it's a blessing in disguise, because if it was not shown to me by my ex, he showed me that my achievements in life, my academic attainment, my talents, my capability doesn't mean a. If I don't make him happy, or you don't make your partner happy, then it's out of the question. That's why you need to have an ego death. It is a blessing in disguise. Crush, my middle-aged crush. Academic attainment. And you know me, when I'm home, I don't have anything on my face. And I like to vlog with at least, with my eyebrows on. That was my first lesson with ego death. And the second lesson...
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead.